Hi, thank you all for coming here, for arriving at this beautiful haven. And thank you, Terry, for providing the haven. So, welcome, the charge of the angels. Isn't that beautiful? Spirit gave that name. So the angels, Los Angeles, and then the charge. You know what a charge is? A charge. Not just like the forward motion of something, but like the electrical energy of something.
Yeah.
So today we're working on beginnings. That's our key word. I never know it until it comes out my mouth. Beginnings. Beginnings that we have and we hold in a hand. Beginnings that we seed in the heart. Beginnings that we perceive in the eye. Beginnings that form on the tongue. Beginnings that grace on the pathwalk. Beginnings that are all around us all the time, and we don't even know it. So much of what is goes unnoticed. So much of what is obvious goes unseen. So much of what is offered freely goes untaken. And how does that feel? Just one word. Just one word. How does that feel?
Hope.
Hope.
I'm going to maybe see this.
There you go.
I'm looking for it. It's like I know it's in front of my face, but I'm confused because the energy, I'm trying to balance it and assimilate it, and it's like waking up someplace and you don't know the place.
Oh yeah.
You're unfamiliar with it. So that's what I'm experiencing with the energy, with me trying to fit into it.
Yeah. And
so
that,
that's perfect for me, what you said.
good. That will come, those opportunities will rise throughout your life. They will. They will come throughout your life. Places and positions that will be new. They will come throughout your life. But the arrival at hand is what we are upon right now. That is to say, where we as a community, we as a people, we as a humanity can begin noticing, perceiving with the eye what is being offered, taking it, walking it, holding it, having it, receiving it, all of these, because have any of you ever owned a fruit tree? A big prolific fruit tree?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, what is automatically a part of owning a big fruit tree?
Maintenance.
Canning, because so much of the fruit goes where?
Yeah.
It just ends up on the ground, uneaten, and then it spoils, and then it can't be eaten. Okay. This is a reflection of life on humanity. Life that is given to humanity to receive, yet receiving is not at hand. So we are all of us, seeming to be in want, do we not? We kind of go that way, don't we, a lot? Like that's where we go. I want this, and I don't have this, and I'm lacking this. It is not that you don't have it. It is not that it's not there. That's incorrect. It's available, you don't see it. It's being offered, you're not taking it. It's underfoot, you're not walking there. Believe me when I tell you this, I'm not wrong about this. This is an actual, I'm referring to what is sent. I'm referring to what is sent. Always what is sent. Okay, so we are upon, right now on this planet, a break. Not like taking a time out. That's not the kind of break. A break. A powerful break. A seam. A seam. You know, like in your skirt. A seam. A seam. It's a split. A separating, a dividing, a loosening of. Okay? A breaking from something. And we are preparing, and I don't just mean like getting prepared. I mean, like, the soul energy of us is changing, and most of us are unaware that that's happening. But probably some of you, like Diane, is aware that, oh, something's different, something's changing. I feel it in my body, I feel it in my light, my energy field. Yes, something is changing. We are being exacted toward it. It what? The new position. The new position. Last time we talked about trust. Okay, so you have to know this will always be a prominent theme, because not a thing can be achieved without trust, and it is paramount. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to liken what's coming, our new space as a humanity. We're going to liken that to seedlings in a garden. And our trust is the part, our part, that takes to hoeing and raking and tilling and watering and fertilizing and awakening early and working with the soil, preparing the soil. Each of us will do this in our own garden, at home. Where's home? Yes, exactly. Okay, the new phase of humanity on this planet is it is an individual force, but yet it is a collective force. We will not go alone. Humanity will not evolve on one person's ideology, on one hand. We will go together. We will go together with the inception of higher ways being born of each individual's heart first. Does that make sense? Did you see how it's both? Okay, so the hand of the individual and the hand of man, humanity. Do you see that? Okay. Separating ourselves from what was. Beginning is holding on to. A beginning is something you hold in the hand. A beginning is something here in the heart. We stand at beginnings all day long. We don't even realize it. Again, opportunity. Like, we are like praying all the time. People pray, ask, plead, send me help, send me this, send me that. And the divine says, yet you stand upon one. Yet there is available to you. Yet access what is already there. Okay, so much of what must happen for us to go to that next place is, we've talked about an awakening before. This is a big word that's being played out into the world right now, and it is at rise. Yes, we are upon an awakening. But there's something more. How many of you are feeling groggy?
I do.
Just because you're awake, you might be groggy. I'm talking about the next step, and enlivening. So once you are awake, you must become enlivened. Enliven. Some people are awake, but they're really groggy. And there's not a lot of movement there, and they're just barely putting their feet on the ground and opening their eyes, but they can't see clearly. Because you know, when you first wake up, you can't see clearly. Much of the world is still in that place, and you know, they choose to be. They choose to be. No one's holding you down. They are choosing it. But we won't. We can't. We are not. We are not to be choosing groggy. We are to awaken, enliven, and get upon what is next. That is to say, we bring it. We bring it. Heaven is at wait upon us. We are not waiting. That's not the way it goes. We are not waiting. Heaven is waiting for us. Heaven gives help according to plans and preparations and readiness levels. And when we see what we see made for us, We are to bring it in wholeheartedly and not despairingly. How many of you, I am guilty of this, receive something despairingly or hesitatingly? Or minimal, I'm just going to bite a little corner off of that brownie. Wholeheartedly, wholehandedly. Wholehandedly? That's a new word, right? Okay, wholehandedly. Yes, both hands. Get in there. Okay. Okay, so here's the question. What is the divine bringing? What is being sent? Remember the word sent. All of this, what we are sharing today, is about what is being sent and what has been sent, what will be sent. I'm going to ask the divine what is being sent. Okay, there's one word. The word is more. Divine for me. Send me more words that describe what is being sent. Hope. A portal toward home. Gifts, many of them. Singing. Like a song. That is energy in the heart that braces new beginnings with laughter rather than tears. Okay? What else is being sent? Dividings. I know this is a word where never comes up in enlightenment because everyone's like, there's no division, there's no separation. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is breaking free from paradigms and models and programs that are yesterday's. And you know why? Because they were meant for yesterday. And did they enlighten us? Yeah, they did. That was right for us. Yesterday that was right for us. How many of you this morning ate yesterday's breakfast? No. What's right for us now is being sent now. What was right for us yesterday was sent yesterday. What is right for us next week is going to be sent next week. Do you know that, right? You feel that? Mm-hmm. Can you hold it in your hand? Can you have that? Can you have tomorrow's right thing? Yes, tomorrow. Okay. What was right for us yesterday begins in a dialogue because we talk about it and we share about it, but it is not sent to continue. Okay. Okay, so when I say yesterday and I'm talking about humanity, I'm referring to an opening. Let's say there are 10 openings on the space of a man's life. Man, that is to say, man as soon as he began walking on this planet. 10. There are 10 beginnings, openings that he may step through, that he steps through. And this creates a world, as it were. So let's say there are 10 variations of Earth as long as man has been on this planet. I'm being given to say this is an actual number, 10. These are openings. Let's call them openings. 10 openings where man has graced an era. You can call them an era, an opening. What are we upon? If we are going backwards, we are at number 1. If we are going from the start forward, we are coming into number 10. How does that feel?
Wow, exciting.
Really exciting.
And the reason why you said those words is because you have hope in your heart. No one said scary, did they? Mm-hmm. That's because you have hope in your heart. Okay, so going backwards, we are at number 1. Interesting. The end from the beginning from the end. Going forward in our time span, we are dividing from number 9. Okay?
We are?
We are dividing from number 9.
What's that look like?
Stepping upon number 10. It looks like a memory. It looks like a memory. It looks like a song from yesterday. It looks like a vibration, yesterday's vibration. It looks like home. Home that is in need of repair. A home that is in need of repair. It looks like a grace that has spanned its temporal timeline and is no more. Is yet to be in a new form. That is to say, I'm going to speak now about evolution. Evolution from one grace to the next grace. Each new grace attaining or carrying with it the highest, most pure essence of what was. Like your children, right? The most beautiful, pure, godly essence of you. Next. Okay. Every new phase of evolution contains the seed of the best of what was. That is to say, then, it would make sense, each new iteration would be higher. Okay. This is how it has been since the start of eternity. This is how it is and will be for our own evolution as a humanity, as people, man. Number 9 going to number 10. The beginning of what is, the separation from what was, that is no more. The identifying of what we bring with us. The identifying of what we bring with us. What comes along toward number 10? What stays behind? We're not going to make a list because that would take forever. But we all know, because already there's words coming in my heart, what stays behind. If we really choose, I know one word for sure, terrorism stays behind. That belongs with number 9. That's what was. That doesn't go to number 10. That doesn't come with us. Love comes with us. Peace comes with us. Anyway, lots of things, lists, okay? More, identifying with what it is to be more and to bring more than what was. So if we occupied a 40% in our number 9 era, that we were at around 40% of our capacity, what percentage may we go for in our era number 10? 100. Yeah, more than 100%. That is to say, what? With each new beginning, there is always the unknown. Okay? We don't know what that beginning will entail until we arrive. Let go of your need to know in advance all things. Because somewhere, somehow, somebody got it into their thinking that we had to have it, and it's been plaguing our people ever since. You don't. Okay? What will arrive will be at hand. You will know it, you will see it, you will feel it, you will have it. It will begin. It has already begun. It will begin in you, and you will ride with it. What is a part of, what is entailed in era number 10 is beginning already now in the hearts of the people already here on this planet today, in their writings, in their messages, in their calls, the calls they are making, in their words, in their dialogue, in their feelings, in their actions, the way that they are interacting with people, the way that they are helping and healing people, the way that they are imagining, and that is to say new ideas that are coming, okay? This is all like the light coming from era number 10. It's like, you know, you always see the light before the actual flashlight, right? Do you not? You see the light before the sun comes up? All of the new ideas, all of the feelings, all of what you're experiencing right now, Diane, all of that is the light from era number 10. Yes, it's like that beckoning, right? It is that beckoning. We hear the call, we see, we feel the grace. The light is already upon us in the array. Okay. So right now you could call this an interim. You could call it an interim because we are breaking. We are in that in-between space, 9 and 10, we are breaking. In the interim, there are shadows. There are shadows in the interim. There are. Some of this is it's a difficulty in fashioning the new curriculum on the bones. Like the body, literally like achy or sore or like feels off kilter. The chemicals in the body, the cells of the body, like, you know, something is going from one program to like the new elevation. There's that in between rough spot. That's where we are right now. Bodies are in that place right now. Bodies, my body, your body, the earth body. That's where we are right now. Even the cosmic body. Do you see that? Everything. Okay. Also, this thing right here inside there, the gray matter. New formulas are beginning there as well. New ideas, new thoughts, new becomings, tasks, because we know this is like the task manager, and where the heart begins and says, oh, I don't know about you, but I have been having these big moments of like, era number 10 like just leaps in my heart, and I'm like, whoa, everything is different right now, and everything looks different and feels like, you know, it's like the big gulp of like the next thing, right? Have you been having that happen? It can be a little gulp or a big gulp, but those gulps have been coming so much, like, and then in those moments, please, like, help me retain this feeling so I can always have a sense of it, right? You just like freeze in that moment, like, oh, hold it, all of it, take it in, take it in, take it in, take it in. Okay. Everything is being prepared. Okay. Let's talk about the cells of the body for a moment. Do you feel the beginning of change in your cells?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a sense of what that beginning might be? That is to say, what kind of change is underway in your body? No? But you can tell, you feel it, right?
Yeah, I know it's lighter.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
lightness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I hang on to it? It's like, you can't grasp
Right.
it.
Okay. A moment ago we talked about evolution, correct? And with each new iteration is what? Higher. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know the cells are spiritual. You know the cell is made of light, correct? The cell that has been living in era number 9 is a certain tone. Era number 10 brings a new tone. Thus, the cell must adapt to the new tone. Okay? Light is sound. We know this. Light is sound. Light is sound. Therefore, thereby, the cell is changing. What you were not able to be before, strong, vibrant, healthy, awakening and enlivening, what you were not able to embody before, you will have now in the embodiment of your source, which is your body. You will have that. Aging will take on a whole new direction, different direction. You won't be going into a corner when you age. That has been our knowing, correct? Our era number 9, which includes parents, grandparents. Okay? You go into a corner as you age, right? My joints hurt, I can't hear as well, my eyes are going bad, everything is like corner, I'm going back into that corner. It's not going to be. It's going to be a free space, a liberation, in fact. Liberation. That is the aging of next, is a liberation. It is a loosening, not a tightening, because you know right now, sometimes maybe you notice your joints get tight. No. This is going to be a loosening, a freeing, more freedom, not less. It's going to be more freedom. Strength will be brought to the inner core. Strength will be brought to the inner core. Okay? We will have a loosening of formulas and directives and problems and regiments.
Say restrictions.
Thank you. Yep, it's going to be a loosening of restrictions, regiments, formulas, directives, all of those things. The physical body will no longer hang on to those like it does now. You know how they always say, elderly people, they're set in their ways, right? Because that's how we all feel like as we get older, we get more set in our ways. Like that was the inevitable path of aging. We're going further from that, where a freedom will be found that we have not known in a millennium. Freedom. Aging will be a portal of wise beginnings, not stale endings. What was right for era 9 is not for era 10. Era 10 brings a whole new song. Okay, your gifts, your plans, your mission, your home, your space that calls you Mary, that calls you Terry, that calls you Charlotte, your space. We'll see greater openings with the age process. More of you will be known, not less of you. You will have greater lengthening opportunities to share with those who are younger. Those who are being born into the world. Okay. Before, I've talked about the pure ones. Those are the young ones who've been coming into this world for the last few years. Right now, they're about 8 years old. Right around there. 8, 9, 6, 7, 8. We're like right around there. They come to this planet ready. They don't need to break. They're not breaking anything. They don't need to break from anything. They are free. They are truly born free. They are coming here holding something of great strength. They're holding something, it's a staff of sorts. They're bringing with them ancient knowledge, because we know the pure ones are ancient souls. Ancient meaning ancients, God realm ancients. And they are bringing wisdom and information that will guide this planet to its enlightenment, ideal enlightenment, which is like a planet of glass, in the advanced iterations of our planet. Man's portal today, in the now, which is our year 2015, 2016, 2017, through up to the doorstep of 2020. We are beginning in actions, and we are separating from. Okay? That's the ground we hold. That's the ground we hold right now. What is beginning in us, we must not shun. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to act different. Do not be afraid to shout the words that are coming to you. Do not be afraid to portray the beginning that is at hand in you. Do not shy away. This is for me every bit as much as for everyone. Do not shy away from that. Do not be afraid to sing a new verse. It is at hand, so begin it. Do not be wary or weary of being different. Hold the place of different. That is why you came here when you did. That is why you came here. Because why? You are the breakers. Again, another electrical analogy. But you are the breakers, not your grandparents. Not even your parents. They're catching the tail end of this. You are the breakers. Your children, your grandchildren. They are what's new. You are the breakers. You came here because you have a voice that holds a vibration, because you have the strength that can separate from what was, because you have the knowledge and the knowing and the thirst and the hunger for more that is getting you where you need to be. That is why you came here exactly when you did. First of all, you chose it. You chose it. It wasn't handed to you. You weren't ordered to come here. It wasn't an assignment that you just happened to take. You selected it. You came the way by free choice and wisdom. You brought yourself here when you did. It is right for you to be here now. Okay? We know that death is not the end. More and more experiences are coming that bring one to the door of death and back again. Those who are living will step beyond the threshold. In dreams and in awakening. It will not require you to nearly die to see the other side or to go there. Veils are being parted. Invitations are extended and are being received. People are tasking the order. I want to see what's on the other side. I want to know about who's over there. I want to know about my friend who passed away. I want to see my mom again. I want to talk to my unborn child. I want to see what's over there. I want more. I want more of that. Bring it in. We are being graciously invited to step through.
Joining us both. So it's like a free flowing.
Yes. Thinner, thinner grows the veil. Greater, greater grows our trust. Hand in hand, both, simultaneously. Thinner, thinner grows the veil. Greater, greater grows our trust. Collaboration. Do you see how this is not the model of number 9? Collaboration. That's heresy. It was heresy in number 9. Yes, collaboration. Yes, collaboration. It always has been, you just didn't always want to accept it. They couldn't. Number 9 couldn't accept it. Number 8 couldn't. Number 3 could. Number 2 and number 1, they knew it well. Common knowledge. Everyone lived that way. Number 10, restore.
It's like going back to number 1.
Yes. But greater. Greater. More. Yes. Yes. Greater though. Beginnings at hand everywhere. See them. Make your eyes like a portal. Everyone know what a portal is? Okay. Make your eyes like a portal that you can see the grace, that you can see the beginnings that are at hand everywhere. The divine is sending them in mass amounts. Also, you will hear them because they ring. They ring. They ring. It's a tone that you feel. It's a tone that you feel. The heart is well to tune to it because the heart is already home. The heart is already tuned to home, and so the heart will pick up on it. Remember, only a conductor in way of task managing, right here. Brain is task manager. Brain doesn't, is not really a place of beginning so much as it manages the beginnings. Beginnings are here, but they're managing the tasks. Here is where the light sends. Okay. Okay. What was will no longer be. How are you at letting go? How are you at letting things go? 4 years, for the last 4 years, have you been feeling the urge to purge?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Simple. Back to simplicity.
Simplicity. And have you taken it upon yourself to do it, right? Get rid of that stuff, right? Break from it. Has it been liberating?
Mm-hmm.
Has it been invigorating? Has it been difficult?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Letting things go, you're like, oh, I've been holding on to this for 20 years. Because once it's gone, it's gone. What is that? Trust. Trust makes one go. Trust gives way to the G-O. Okay. Have your hand on the letting go. Have your hand on the what is not. Because before it's gone forever, you must see in it what is of value. And that's what you must send forward. Okay? For example, all the things that we like to keep from old boyfriends, old little things, from our past, that was like, oh, that was my first love, or this represented my first prom, the little pressed flower and all those things. You don't have to take the forms. Don't. They're dusty. Mm-hmm. What is the acknowledgement inherent in them? Oh, beginnings. My first kiss, my first love, my first prom, my first poem. Beginnings. What you transcended at that moment. Take that, and free the hands of superfluous objects.
What's that? Superfluous?
Superfluous objects. Free the hands of gunk. Free the hands of clutter. Free the arms. Because we are going to a simpler time. We're not going to bigger homes and bigger mansions and more expensive cars. We're not. We're not going to more high-tech, amazing grocery stores. We're not. We're going back to the primitive. Mm-hmm. We are. But it's not. We're not going back to that number one or that era two. We're going to 10. Which is a whole new, it's a whole new pure primitive. It is a higher grace. It is power. It is a return to the essence, fully illuminated. A return to the essence, fully illuminated. These will be smaller homes. Simpler lifestyles, grander hearts, stronger bonds, bigger ideas, larger creations, more musical vibrations, more harmony. Mm-hmm. These will be faster travel.
Living heaven on earth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because heaven, in turn, will find a place here. But not until the vibration will match. Because it can't abide. where there's not a matching vibration. So that's where we will bring it. We will bring it. Stories. Okay, so let's talk about stories for a minute. We have, all of us, each have had a story. Whether this is the story of your life, whether this is a story you've always been telling about yourself, whether this is a story about somebody else that you've always been chattering about, whether this is a story of that you believe in, that you hold high on a platform and you devote to. Stories are beginning. The realm of the story will change. The realm of the story will be given new light. That is to say, harnessing beginnings and endings that are not like they were. Even the platform where we read stories will be different. They will change. The books of our knowing, the handheld modalities of our knowing, those will change. The magazine, the book, the radio, the film, all of that will change. Stories will be given a grand new force. An enlivening. Remember the enlivening? Yeah, an enlivening. Stories will go where they haven't been before. They will take us with them into the story. Into the story. We will let go of those old dialogues that we used to call our story. And we will have ground on stories of great power. Lightening, like becoming lighter. The dialogue will change, the form of our words will change. Language as we know it won't be anymore. It'll be a different tongue, a different word in the mouth. Have you heard that there will be one language? Yeah. Okay. Right now, today, in the formulation of our words, there's a creation. Something is acting upon us to change the words in the mouth. Even the words today, something's happening. Something's happening to the words and the way that we formulate them, the way that we make them. That is an evidence of the one language. Of the one language. The embodiment of the word. The embodiment of the word, as right now formulated on the mouth in our people today, is the beginning of one language, as the beginning of how the mouth will hold one language. Pay attention to the words that you find yourself saying. Pay attention, because sometimes they will just, new things will just come out.
Or it'll come out and you'll change it, because you'll realize when I've done that.
Yeah.
When it comes out and it's like a moment later, I change it to a different saying. That wasn't correct.
Yeah, so find what comes out. Find what's happening to your words. Find what is, it's already happening. Like the mouth, even the mouth. Like the mouth, the everything in the mouth is already like, it's its own place. It's already, different chemicals are working in the mouth right now. Different chemicals. Yeah, something different there is happening. We're storing up for the new language. Okay, here's what else. We have to be careful. That is, care about what comes into the mind. Care and be diligent and careful diligence about what is seated in the mind, whether this be ideologies, thought forms, paradigms, or tempered stories, models, imagery, music, sounds, forms, fears. Be carefully diligent about what comes, about what you hold in the mind, about what you hold in the mind, because all of this will affect how you are breaking from. Don't take on what you're not going to take with you into era number 10. Don't take it on. This is really actually hard to do. It's hard to do. I mean, I find that movies that I love, that I've loved for a long time, I'm finding I watch it and something's different. I find that I can't have that anymore. Even like foods that you once, that you've been eating for a long time, and now you just like can't hold it anymore. Like it's not right. Something is not right with it. It's not resonating. It's askew. It's off. Clear the space. Clear the space. Clear the space. Okay. All of you who are gathered in this dialogue, we have just barely cracked the door open. All of you who are writing with your hands, records, recording, tracking. You're tracking. That's what you're doing. You're tracking. All of you who are present here, who have made yourself present to be here and to hear the song, to hear the being, to be sent into what's next. You will, in a day, be models for the formers. You will be models for they who will bring number 10 era into full beingness. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. You will be the word. Yours will be the word for them. Your idea that you're holding will be their groundwork. Will provide them the groundwork. Your messages, your feelings, your space, your energy space will give them seed. You will laugh and show them happiness is what's next. Because we have forgotten how to laugh sincerely. Because laughter is a song. And what we are singing right now is counterfeit. You will be the grace that will hold the hand of tomorrow's vision. They will be the pioneers who will lay the groundwork and till the earth and spring up new light. You will show them the way. It is given for you to do that. Okay. Beginnings always have people who stand at the gateway. Some of these are angels, some of these are deities, some of these are friends and family, some of these are strangers. Some of these are people from the past, the history. There will always be inviters who stand at the gateway. You are such an inviter. Don't be afraid of that call. Don't be afraid of that idea. Don't be afraid of what that means. It is not meant for you to fear the process. It is meant for you to elate in the process. Make adjustments where necessary if you are not elating. Let your soul teach you how to laugh again. That is a song of the Spirit. Let the soul help you remember how to laugh again. We are not, okay, so everything, we are not one body. We are all bodies in one. We are not one man. We are all people in one humanity. We are not one way. We are always springing into one life. We are many ways, many bodies, many homes, many words, many voices, many truths, all enjoined on one path of eternal magnificence. Home is the light that is guiding you. Let's go where home is. Let me say for a moment words about home, that it may help you remember. Because none of us want to feel lost, do we? None of us want to feel homesick, forgetting about home. We want to be home. We want to have home. We want to feel home. Home is a space and a grace that is alive. Every part of it is alive. Not only the people there. The mountains are alive. The water is alive. The song, vibration is alive. The color is alive. The heart is alive. The seed is alive. Even the soil is alive. The grass is alive. The harmony is alive. The word is alive. All being, everything that is a will, and it lives. Home is in you. A little piece of it is in you. It's right here. That's why sometimes we tap the heart, or we grab the heart, or we caress the heart, or we hold the heart. So we listen to the heart. The heart always begins at home. You know, they say home is where the heart is. Heart is where the home is. Okay? And you brought it with you. So you can navigate this place called Earth, second home. Home away from home. So that you can remember when you had to. So that you can trust in a place that you do not know because you can't remember. So that you could avoid peril and rise on hope. Home, remember, everything about home is what? Alive. Therefore, home is always alive in you. Go there more often. That is what heaven is asking you. Go there more often. Go home more often. Be in the heart space more often. Be in the home space more often. Be at home more than you do now. Okay, you know that word, okay, there's the word remember, and then there's the word recall. What does recall mean? It's two parts. Recall. Recall home.
Recall, like E.T. phone home.
Yeah. Yes. Recall home. And you will recall home. You will. That's all I ever did. That's all. Remember I told you, I just called, and I called, and I called, and I called again. Recall home. Because home surrounds you every day, all day in the world in which you live. And it is a rise on truth and revelation in every living thing. And it is preparing you, and it is showing you, and It is demonstrating for you in every second what it is and what it's all about. Every second. That's all you ever have to do is just open your eyes really and recall home. Okay, today we are on a beginning at the start. Okay. I know we use those synonymously, but they're not synonymous. A beginning and a start, not synonymous. A beginning is like the opening of a gateway, like a transition. A beginning is a transition. Okay? That's what a beginning is. A start is step one. Step one. Today we are at the start of a beginning. Tomorrow we will not be. It is different. Tomorrow is not the start of today. Today is the start of today. Today is the start. It is meant for us. That is where we are now. Okay, today we are still a little in sorrow about yesterday. We are. Today we are still in lament of what we held before and what's been happening and what era number 9 has brought us. We are still in sorrow of that. We are. Today we hold two places simultaneously. The hope in the heart, the hope of the heart, and the sorrow or the sadness of what was. That was our yesterday song. The hope is the beginning, the new place. Right now, they're simultaneous, they are side by side. We are embracing simultaneously both of those, and it's really, really hard. It's really hard. A lot of trouble is being stirred up, coming to the surface, because we are simultaneously holding those. But it doesn't have to be that way. Remember we talked about letting go, and how all of us we had that urge to purge, and I'm sure you did, throw out a ton of things you've been holding on to, and you're seriously going in that moment, why am I still holding this? It doesn't belong to me. That's a different me, and I'm not that me anymore. And we had our challenges throwing those things out, but we did it. We acted upon the idea that we had to, am I right?
That's where the trust comes into play.
Yes.
Because He will lead us. He just helped us.
Yeah, exactly. So we did it. We all acted upon it. I know because for the last couple of years I've been talking to a lot of you, and you've all been doing it. We all independently had the idea and the urge that we had to do that, and we did it. Now is the same. You are having upon you the need, the message to let go of hurts and pain and sorrows. They are like those itty-bitty collections of dusty old papers and letters and old Christmas gifts and even some heirlooms, because sometimes we carry with us the sorrows and the pains and the despair of our ancestors. Let them go. Let them go. I want you to know something. I have heirlooms. My mother's wedding ring is one. My mother died when I was 8, so her wedding ring is really special. I have a ring passed from my great-grandmother all the way down to me. Although those loved ones identify with having been in that place, wearing that ring, or embodying that object, they are not them. They exist independently of them. The sooner that we can remove from the identifiers of an era that is not ours, the sooner we will arrive in a new era. And I'm not saying go home and throw out all your heirlooms. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But
detach and
understand the forms will trap you. the forms, when I say forms, I mean physical, they will trap you because we get stuck in them. They're like quicksand, okay? So the easier and the sooner you can release from the forms, the easier will be your way toward era number 10. But it's already here. We are upon it. We are in that seam. We are on the seam right now, okay? Also this, sometimes when we hold in our hand the heirloom, we look to the heirloom to feel those we love. When those we love are with us, and we don't turn to them, and they knock and we don't answer, and they speak and we don't hear, and they long and we don't bring them. Bring them, because they are speaking and they long and they are present. Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They didn't ever really leave. They just transitioned. They don't want us to go heavy into the belongings. They don't. Even if those belongings were theirs, they don't want us to marry to the belongings. They want us to go to what's next. They want us to free up so that we can go lightly. Go lightly. They want us to separate from the has-been. They do. They did. They already have. My mom's not wearing that ring.
Can't take it with you.
No. She's not. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I'm not telling you to get rid of those heirlooms. I'm telling you that's not where it's at. Hold on to them as long as you feel you have a need for them. Because that's sort of it's like a security thing. It is. It's a security thing. And then one day you won't. You won't feel sound or secure in those things because you realize you don't need them. Because you will have opened a dialogue with that person. And you don't need their ring or their plate or their book or whatever they dress. You won't need that. Because you'll know that, guess what, they're wearing a new dress. Yeah. And they've got some new things to tell you. Things they didn't know when they were alive. But they do now. The only thing keeping Era 10 from being in full bloom is our willingness to be ready for it. The song from yesterday is not our song. Don't speak it. Bring the new song. Bring the new action. Bring the new words. The ideal of yesterday is not the ideal for what is next. Acknowledge it. Identify the seed that is, yes, this we take. Do that, yes, do that. I want you to know something. Era 10 is coming fast. Are we ready for fast things? We are. The need for speed, right? It's in the cells, it's in the genes, and the kids even more so, am I right? Dude, yes, that's fast. Era 10 is coming fast. Be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready. It's like that racehorse at the gate. And as soon as the gate opens, like bam, we're already hearing it, we're already feeling it and sensing it, we're already seeing elements of it. It's already like, we got it, we got it, we got it. Don't throw away the journals. Don't throw away the journals. The words are power. Keep the journals. Those we will send. They're the seed. We will send them. They are needed. They are needed. They are needed. The seeds are needed. Keep the journals. The words, the notebooks, the writings. Take those. Take those. They will be conducted in a manner like unto a system outside of the internet, more than the internet, far bigger than the internet. An interstream of truth and ideals and messages that will go from stream to stream, and it will pass through a portal that is made of light, not the conduction of the internet. It will literally go soul to soul in a light stream, an interstream that will pass from body to body, from person to person. And the struggles of the past, which equal the transcendence of the past, those who struggled but transcended, those words, those meanings, we will carry those forward. They are the lifeblood of those who have passed on. Not the ring, not the pillowcase, not the dress, not the china. The transcendence, the words, those will go into the future. Communication will be fast. Travel will be fast, not on cars. Identifications won't be full of sorrow like they are today in our chatter of political reckoning. We're about ready to turn a page. That's going to be a hard one to turn. That will not be easy to turn. Okay. But the happy more. A world unlike our world that we know right now. We are slipping out of Era 9. We are slipping out. Don't be afraid if over the coming years, 4 years, you feel a aggravation, an irritation that feels like it's just in the air. It's coming to a close. Number 9 is coming to a close. Okay, so you're going to feel a little bit of that aggravation. It's okay. Don't take it on.
Is that a releasing of the old?
Yeah, it's not personal.
It's like a shadow self.
Yeah, it's you know when something has been really loud and it's got to be silenced, and it doesn't want to be silenced. It's like, shut up, quiet. That's partly what it is. It's like, hush now, close it up, zip it. There's going to be a little bit of that resistance you'll feel. It has to be had. Be strong. Go through the grace that is feeling like ungrace. Go through the grace that is feeling like ungrace. Okay? And don't be strong because you have to be. Don't live in survival mode anymore. Please choose not to. Be strong because you'd like to be. Be strong because you have it in you to be. Because that's what you choose. Okay? Make it no more breaks than what you have to. Don't separate from things that are still needed. Watch for the careful distinction. The body will know. You know how like your body knows, right? Your body knows things like, oh, you feel something in your body like, oh, my body knows. The body knows. Let the body detect what you are to separate from and what you are to not. Let the body be your guide, okay? It will tell you. The cells. Remember I'm talking to you about the cells. I'm going to go back to what I started with. You have all awakened. You're all ready. That's why you're here. Now, go with the word enliven. Enliven. That is the next great trust. Enliven. That has an energy all its own. Look up the word, see what it means. Feel it in your bones. What does it mean to enliven? This is what it means to enliven. That's my promise to you. That's my trust to you and to the divine. I will show up enlivened, arrayed in color and joy and laughter and song and a smile. That's enlivened. Awakened might still be groggy. Be enlivened. And in the way forward, before the next time that we get together, I'm going to give you a request. Please write one word that explains or encapsulates your experience of being enlivened in between our sessions. Just one word that describes your feeling of enlivenment until I see you again. It's an observation. It's just one word that is an observation. And there is no wrong answer. No wrong answer. Before you leave, I would like to send you with a prayer. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Eternal Divine, thank you for the time allotted for this presence, for this grace, for this home. Thank you for the alertness and awareness and enlivenment that each of us is embodying and coming into. Thank you for the truth and the way that it was received. Thank you for the more that we are having and the more that we are to attain. Thank you for the beginning. We ask for direction, for clarity, that eyes may be opened, that hearts may be soft and prepared, that hands may be alerted, that feet may be strong, that arms may embrace. We ask for detection and identity, to know the song when it is sounded. We ask for greater wells of trust to be enacted in us, that we will be ready for what is calling. We ask for a way to be made plain, to be made clear. And ultimately, we ask for joy. We ask for joy, that there will be delight and laughter and happiness and cheer and glad, that the song that we will be vibrating will feel like a really fun one. We love you. We love all that is, and we are ready to begin on what is next. And we send this prayer to you, giving all thanks to you, and all thanks to all of light for all we have. We do it in the name of our Creator. Amen. Thank you.